What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, January 3rd. So we're already the third day into the freaking new year, and we already have the crypto market doing some hectic volatility. Welcome to the channel. If you are brand new, go ahead and smash that like button for me if you want daily live streams, literally 7 days a week, no freaking rest. And as this bull run continues, we will be doing about 2 live streams a day, and ideally the goal is to go ahead and approach 3 videos a day, 5 to 7 days a week. So if that sounds ideal to you and you can't get enough of me, definitely go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to go ahead and be part of the community, Decentralized Titans. And welcome. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Go ahead and smash that like button for all those that are turning in right now at the moment. We have some very massive news we need to go ahead and talk about. We were talking about some sort of correction happening, and we actually had some liquidity grabs, so we're going to go ahead and talk about that. A lot of people have been asking me, hey John, what's going on in the market? Like everybody's like trying to wonder what's going on, right? So we're going to go ahead and talk about that today. Let me go ahead and make sure we are officially live on my end, and let me go ahead and start posting the links. So give me 1 second, bear with me. It looks like we are officially live. Dab Master, how's it going, my guy? Golden Crypto, good evening. I hope all of you are having a good one today. Smash that like button for me. Over 4 watchers right now at the moment. Let me know if audio is good for you. Is audio pretty good for all of you? So we got that going. Let me go ahead and start posting on my links on my Discord and my Twitter. I hope all of you are doing good today. Feeling definitely a lot better, right? We had this conversation yesterday about how I'm committing myself to no longer be drinking alcohol, so we're gonna go ahead and make that a goal. Let's see if I could go ahead and do it this week. And the goal is only to drink once this week. Ideally the goal is to not drink at all, but let's just say one day, right? Once a week. But I think I should be able to pull through. I think I should be able to go cold turkey starting as of yesterday, right? These last couple of days I told you I've been feeling really terrible. But anyways, let me go ahead and post a link. We are officially live. Show me your tokens. Show me your tokens. So same goes to everybody right now going live. Everybody that's live with me, go ahead and feel free to show me some tokens. Ask me questions or concerns if you have any. Let me go ahead and post my link on Twitter, and we're all set, ready to go. Awesome possum. So I posted all the links. Now let me go ahead and head over to my phone and have all the questions on my phone. Awesome. Goldie Crypto says everything sounds good. Dad Masterson sounds good. Akil, how's it going, my guy? I am dropping my favorite project. It is called ALTCOIN. Cat, I believe the cat narrative will be the next fog. That is saturated. ALTCOIN has done 10K recently. Now just correcting. Now, nice, man. Dad Master says just stick to weed, man. 100%, huh? I also don't smoke as much anymore, so I guess that's a good thing and a bad thing. But yeah, definitely giving up alcohol, and yeah, definitely looking forward to that for this year. Let's see how long I could do it for. Good time to buy. I believe it's only 2 million market cap. Nice. Go ahead and make sure if you want to go ahead and show any tokens, make sure to do, common procedure is to go ahead and post a smart contract down below in order for me to go ahead and see the smart contract. And not only does that help me look at the charts a lot quicker, but it also helps anybody that wants to go ahead and buy into the token that you're shilling. So definitely go ahead and post the link down below, not the link, the smart contract, sorry. Go ahead and post a smart contract down below. We have Ree up in here. How's it going, Ree? Let's go ahead and look at the comments that Ree just went ahead and shilled us. Let's look at this right here. It's a little delayed, you know what I mean? I'm not in my typical setup, so it's a little difficult to go ahead and get these tokens as quick as usual. So give me about 1 second. I'm waiting for this thing to load up. Dog instead of frog sore. Hey bro, I've been saying for a week that I will buy $80, so I'm ready to buy a big bag now. Nice. Please go ahead and continue to post the smart contract Akul. Mickey on Solana. I heard about Mickey. Smash that like button. Yeah, let's get it. We have Dab Master with 1 token. All right, there we go. Let me go ahead and start off with Ree. Welcome everybody, by the way. I'm glad to go ahead and have all of you here today. Very exciting times in the market. We had some sort of liquidity grab. We're going to go ahead and see what actually went on and happened. This one seems to be ticker symbol Mickey, Steamboat Willie. Market cap of 140,000 with liquidity. I guess liquidity doesn't really matter when it comes to Solana tokens, right? Circulating supply of 993. Currently right now at a 53% retracement. I'm assuming because of what just recently happened. If, you know, Solana does continue to retrace, which I haven't even looked at the charts, chat. Honestly, I just, you know, got ready, started with my day, you know, worked out, showered, and that's about it. I didn't really look at the charts. So right now, this is my first time looking at charts since I woke up this morning and realized that the whole market corrected. So there's could be some sort of retrace, some sort of reversal going on with Mickey. So check out Mickey if that's something you are interested in. Let's go ahead and see what other token. Tillery, how's it going, my guy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here today. We're gonna go ahead and check out what Dabmaster has. I don't know if your message is being blocked by anybody that's a mod, or I don't know what's going on, bro. But please post a smart contract, a queue, if you want me to go ahead and view the token. You want to go ahead and chill. So what is this friend? Damn, 4.24 million market cap. It looks like we were doing TA on this one before. Shout out to the community out in Slow, by the way. I know they were pumping these last couple days. It looks like right now they're in a retracement, but it does look like a massive cup and handle pattern. So definitely, if that is something you want to go ahead and look. I think this is probably one of the very bullish communities I've seen on Solana. I'm in a group that Dabmaster added me to. I don't really talk in there, honestly, but I just see how crazy the chat is going all the time, and I'm like, dude, that's freaking insane. The power of community, right? And this showcases right here with this type of market cap that I have. So I think this one, if you're looking for that kind of play, you know, a lot of people ask me, hey John, what's the next freaking bonk? And I'm like, dude, I don't freaking know what the next bonk is. I think like a lot of these projects are overpriced, and we are due for a correction, as I always continue to say. And that's kind of the reason what we had today, right? So before I get into what actually happened today, this looks like a possible reversal could be happening too. It looks like an area of support is being found back over here. So as long as we continue to hold this area, I would say it might be worth throwing a small little bag on Slow, because the community is pretty strong, as I'm saying, and it does look like it's going to get ready for that next leg up. From the time that Dabmaster was calling it, this thing has literally pumped over a freaking 5x. So that's quite a pump, right, from this bottom to the top, and it now has retraced a little bit over 60%, and that's usually typically what happens with a lot of these tokens, right? But yeah, shout out to the Slow community out there. Friend, we have Friend right here is a pretty good one. Dabmaster has been picking out some pretty good plays too, by the way. So right now, Friend on the daily looks like it kind of is struggling on this area of resistance. So just keep your eyes out on this. As I mentioned, most of these meme tokens, they either have two narratives, right? They're either going to pump very closely because Solana is pumping, or they're going to go ahead and do the complete opposite and crash and dump and be done with because of the fact that the community is not as strong, right? So when it comes to these Solana meme tokens, not only does it rely a lot on Solana, but it mostly relies more on the community. That's what I've noticed with these tokens. Most of them are now rug pulls, so just be very, very careful. You really do want to go ahead and follow the community, whatever that means, whatever the community means, right? We also have Myro up 17%, which I believe either Glenn or Dabmaster have been calling out as well. So they definitely have some good plays. In my opinion, I think it's definitely worth throwing some few dollars into these. And Bonk, I feel like it's overvalued. And I told everybody when we were approaching 1 billion, 2 billion market cap, I told everybody, you know, just wait for this thing to collapse and you know, wait for some sort of retracement. And look at that retracement we received over 70% retracement. A lot of the people get wrecked, and they always end up getting left holding the bag right here. You don't want to be those that next person, right? So when you are pumped up, when your projects are pumped up like crazy, make sure to go ahead and take profits. Not financial advice, obviously, but I would suggest, you know, take some profits, because everybody just wants everything to go to the moon. And I told everybody that once we hit over 1 billion and plus, like, we were gonna fall like crazy. And look what Bonk has been doing. It has collapsed pretty much like crazy. It would have been amazing shorting Bonk, dude. Imagine that. I don't know why I didn't do that, but that would have been really nice gain. 72% dump, dude. So Bonk did really nice on that retracement. But yeah, Bonk could it go back to 1 billion? Maybe, but we've seen that with a lot of these tokens. It's all about the narrative, right? The narrative comes and goes. So if you really believe in bonk, I guess throw a little bag, but it looks like it's still going to go ahead and look for that area of support. And what I always tell everybody, and a lot of people get mad, is that when these tokens go up like this forever, the hardest thing and the biggest issue we get into is actually looking for some sort of area of support. So when we are, retracing back down and falling, we have a higher probability of just falling down quicker because there is never any area of support established. And that's what most people don't understand, right? A lot of people just go off the hype and they're like, oh, it's going to the moon, 10 billion market cap. My favorite influencer said it's going to go to 10 billion, and people believe it. And then those people end up buying the top right here and are the exit liquidity for the big players, right? So you and I have been trading freaking bonk since November. Fortunately, I didn't get this whole massive pump, but I did ride the wave from over here all the way over here as Solana was breaking out. So I still made money on bonk. Typically, once I make money on a project, I don't like to really go back to it because I usually notice that's how I lose money. So just always have your own exit strategy on that. Let's go ahead and read more comments before I do go ahead and get started. Look at the Mickey webpage. All right, let's look at the Mickey webpage. The most iconic mouse. Pretty cool website, I'll say that. Friend is launching a game, fam. So that was a good, fam. What is Friend, by the way? Is that like a metaverse? We are going to 32,000. I believe we are going to 32,000. And I don't want to be the person that's going to be sitting here saying I told you so, because I've been warning everybody about some sort of market correction, and everybody was like, John, you're a freaking futter, bro. You change up too much. Your emotions are all over the place. One day you say the market's going to the moon, one day you're going. A lot of people don't understand how clickbait works. Unfortunately, as a content creator, you have to use clickbait, right? But for most of the time, like literally, even when I did use clickbait and when I do, I still give you my opinion, both bullish and negative scenario, right? And I actually gave one yesterday as well. I gave you both bullish and bearish, but I've been telling you that I've been quite bearish with this market, and now people are panicking when they're seeing this dump, as I told you that it was going to happen. I told you, wait for a freaking dump to happen. People are going to overreact to it. As soon as we have that first dump, the faster we're going to go down. So if it doesn't recover, which looks like I think it has, I haven't looked at the charts yet, but looking at crypto bubbles, it looks like most of these altcoins have recovered. But if the market doesn't recover and stay above that area of support, we are more than likely going to continue to dump, and we will be expecting a lot of these either meme tokens to either do very well or they're going to fail. Those are the two case scenarios, and I've been giving that warning to a lot of people literally for almost for a few weeks. I think almost a month I've been giving a warning. I've been quite bearish with this market since November, right? Since I got pretty wrecked on Grok, I've realized that there was kind of a liquidity issue in the market where we were in this consolidating phase. This is our second liquidity grab already. We had the first one a few weeks ago where I got completely wrecked out of Pepe 2, where we saw like a market correction about 30 to 40%, and then we were followed by a massive pump, which we have been pumping to, and now we were followed with another liquidity grab. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about that today. If we could expect more liquidity grabs, if this is the beginning to the end, if this is the end to the beginning, whatever you want to freaking call it. But this one's Elon, Deutsche Elon. 93 million market cap. I don't know much about these Dogecoin, Elon tokens. It's dumped quite a bit. It's been out for a few years. A lot of people usually say, you know what, John, like I kind of hate investing into tokens such as like Deutsche Elon or freaking, any of these tokens. And I completely understand, but I always say that the thing you have to always look at is look at the tokens that have been around for a while, right? Like this token that's been around since 2021. Even if you go ahead and base it from let's say if it does hit its all-time high, which we don't know if it will, let's just assume that it will. That's a freaking, what is that, a 9x, 19x? That's a 1,998. I can't do my math right now, but I think that's a 9x. Wait, no, 1,900. That's about a 20x. I don't know, dude. I can't think right now. But that's a lot of freaking percentages, right? That's a 9,000% or 1,900%, which I think is a 19x, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a 19x. pretty confident it's a 19x. We'll just say it's a 19x, right? You're better off going into these meme tokens right here, like Doge Elon or like Dogecoin or Shiba. I know a lot of people are like, John, what do you mean go into those tokens? Those tokens, since they are still available, there's still a community behind them, and those tokens typically, you know, pump a lot by traders. Like these tokens right here, I'm sure Doge Elon is probably listed on a lot of exchanges, is sitting at a 93 million market cap. I don't know what his all-time high was, but what a lot of people don't understand, that a lot of these tokens right here, when you want to get exposure to meme tokens, or you want to get exposure to, you want to get exposure to more volatility, you're better off investing into your Doge Elons or your Shibas or your Bones or whatever the case is, and your mid ladies, because those have been around for a while, right? And when those tokens have been around for a while, especially since back of 2021, that usually means that there has been some sort of data been formed all around this whole entire time. And typically what brings in a lot of the interest is a lot of the day traders, right? A lot of the traders that like to go ahead and trade a lot of these higher cap altcoins. When meme coin season begins, these tokens begin to pump a lot as well, right? And it's better for them because they have more data on the charts to rely on. I mean, it's a higher market cap. It's been around since 2021, so it's been around for quite a few years. And tokens like this usually means that most institutions will go ahead and play around with it. And I won't say there isn't as much manipulation and volatility, but there's definitely no liquidity issue behind it. And it's actually better than trading like, let's say, your Pepe 2s or your Wojaks, because when I was trading Wojak and Pepe 2, I had issues with liquidity, dude. Like I had issues with liquidity straight up. Like I wasn't able to sometimes exit a trade, or when I put a stop loss, I would always get closed at a lower price than I should have, right? There's just one time when I was trading Pepe 2, I put my stop loss to be a $300 loss, and it freaking closed me at a $600 loss, right? And that's because of lack of liquidity, right? Because it's really, really volatile. So when you're trading these kind of, you know, tokens like Dogecoin or Shiba, it's actually pretty ideal to go ahead and leverage trade these kind of tokens. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, but if you do want to go ahead and, you know, use any leverage trading platforms, you know, MEXC is one of them, no KYC, and the same thing with BingX right now. I think a lot of people are kind of iffy with MEXC. I say MEXC is okay. Yeah, MEXC is pretty questionable, I'm not gonna lie, but this is kind of the reason why I diversify when it comes to exchanges. Right now I am diversified on BingX, which they actually do offer, you know, AI bots to go ahead and trade free, which I will be making a video on that soon. And then Bybit for all those that that do have the KYC. They do require KYC, and that's the only problem with Bybit, but it's one of the best platforms from what I heard. So MEXC and BingX require no KYC, and I am looking to go ahead and partner with more exchanges as well. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And then down below, people always ask me, hey John, what's, you know, the best VPN to go ahead and use? We currently are partnered with NordVPN, offering a 69% off with the 3 months extra. I'm not sure if that deal's still going on. I'll have to go ahead and check, but definitely go ahead and support the channel by using my links down below. But yeah, tokens like these are definitely worth, in my opinion, leverage trading with leverage on the meme coin sector, right? I mentioned I would have never touched meme tokens with leverage again, but when they're tokens like this with a higher market cap, they're actually worth it, as opposed to, you know, trading your freaking token that's a 10 million market cap or like 20 million market cap. There's more risk to volatility, and not only that, but manipulation is definitely there. And when it comes to closing a position, good luck with that, bro. Good luck with that when you're trading a freaking $10,000 freaking with 20x. Yeah, imagine closing a $200,000 plus position. Like, it's going to be very, very difficult to close. Trust me, I've tried it and I've gotten wrecked. So usually tokens like this are usually a little bit better. I mean, even though the 24-hour volume is quite low though, but as I mentioned, these are probably positions that you would want to go ahead and start positioning yourself when meme coin season begins, which I usually mention that it happens after a Bitcoin dump correction. We have altcoin season, and then we're followed with meme coin season around April, May, June. So during around early spring towards summer is when meme coin season begins. So just be aware of that. Oh, that was Glenn on Myra. Board versus, how's it going? Solana holders warm for what, bro? Friend is just a meme coin. Doge Elon makes me depressed. Just farm airdrops, bozo. How do you farm airdrop? How do you farm airdrops, bro? Doge Elon hype is over. Belongs to the last bull run. Yeah, as I'm saying, it does come back to hype. But the thing you want to go ahead and focus on is if you're trading these kind of tokens, like day trading or swing trading these tokens such as Doge Elon and Shiba, even though the hype might not be there, it's going to come back, and there will be volatility back in the market. Will it be the same as high as we saw previously? Probably not, and that's kind of the issue that we all run into, right? Check out Deutsche Elon NFT. Clovey launching tomorrow, no pre-sale. Yeah, check out Clovey, by the way, chat. Definitely go ahead and let all of you know about some alpha coming in with that very soon. Anyways, enough said with that. Let's go ahead and smash that like button for everybody watching right now. Continue to show me more tokens. Now we're going to go ahead and talk and get into the juicy stuff about what's going on with freaking Solana, the whole entire crypto market, and what we could be expecting moving forward. So let's go ahead and refresh the fear and greed chart right now. Looking at the greed at 70, of course. Is there any surprise to that? And actually looking at Solana, we talked about literally this, dude. Like I haven't even freaking erased any of my charts, but I was literally talking about this sort of dump coming. I mentioned to a lot of people, if we were to go ahead and get rejected at 110 and not break through it, we were more than likely going to see Solana fall down below, right? And that's exactly what happened. So we actually saw Solana drop as low as freaking 84 freaking dollars. Shout out to that freaking liquidity grab, bro. So we definitely had some sort of dump happen. If you measure it from this top to this bottom, we had about a 21% dump with a quick recovery as always. Solana is currently down right now. It has followed this area where I've mentioned that could have been a good opportunity to short. Now moving forward, for all of those saying, John, what are you freaking warning us about? You know, this was just a liquidity grab. We're ready for the next moonshot. We're ready to moon, and I definitely do see that happening. I think it's a probability that could happen. But we need to go ahead and mention what's actually in front of us, right? And not ignore what's going on. And right now, what we actually did, which is actually quite bearish and a lot of people will not understand and probably won't understand, is that we've lost a lot of freaking areas of support, right? Not only did we lose this area of support right here in Solana, but we also lost this area of support right here in Solana where we were consolidating literally for a few days from literally Thursday. Let me go ahead and measure it and tell you how many days we were consolidating before a sort of breakout. So we were consolidating there for 4 days before we had a major breakout to an upside to then get rejected, retest these levels, reject at the 110. They struggled to go ahead and break past the 110, and then we ended up dumping. So this was literally a liquidity grab that the bears set up. It was literally a bear trap or a bull trap. Yeah, it was a bull trap for the bears. I think it's a bull trap, yeah. It's a bull trap, bear trap. You know what I mean. The bears ended up setting up trap for the bulls, and they definitely executed on that. So shout out to anybody that did go short. I'm not sure. I don't think anybody was shorting the market. I know there's a few of you agreeing with me that there was some sort of possibility of the market retracing or having some sort of dump. And it actually happened a lot quicker than we expected, right? I did mention we were going to be having some sort of breakout very, very soon, and it was either going to indicate us to the upside or to the downside. And people get very bothered when they're like, John, oh, to the upside or to the downside. I could have told you that, but that's the reality of technical analysis. When it's TA, it's not about really being right all the time, man. If you're willing to go ahead, if you see more signs of bullishness or bearishness, you just go on the trade that you believe it's going to go, right? And you just pivot from there. So for anybody that was going short, which, you know, I was actually quite, I wouldn't say I was quite bullish, but I was a little bit bullish yesterday. But I did mention these areas to go ahead and be aware of. So there's no surprise that we saw the dump that we saw today, the liquidity grab that we had. So we actually had a liquidity grab. That's what caused the market. I think if we go to crypto news, let's go ahead and crypto news and see what happens. There was some sort of liquidity grab. Apparently there was also fear that the ETF is not going to get approved. I don't know why people are so shocked of that. That was to happen or not to happen. But I've told a lot of you in the past, the last couple days, that if an ETF was to go ahead and get approved, I still do think the market would have dumped anyway. So I don't know why people are putting all their hopes and relying on freaking a Solana or a freaking Bitcoin ETF. It's good news, but it really isn't, if that makes any sense. And right now, looking at Solana, in order to go ahead and be bullish, I would want to go ahead and see Solana break past 105 and hold above it. More than likely, based on what we're looking at in the market right now, I do believe Bitcoin's going to continue to dump. I know someone commented down below that the market will go ahead and dump. I think so as well too. I think Solana is going to go ahead and dump from 104 and come back down to the levels of 72 and down below. I could be completely wrong, as I mentioned, but if you are looking to go ahead and trade, you do have to go ahead and keep in mind that this is a strong area of resistance, and we were consolidating in the zone for 4 days. So the only way this would be bullish is that if Solana breaks through the 104 area very, very quickly. If it doesn't break through it, it's going to be quite bearish. And honestly, realistically, it could even probably go as high as 107 for a dump. So it's either going to be between 104 or 107. I do see wicks possibly reaching 107, 108, but around 104 to 105 is where the strong area of resistance is going to be. So I do expect Solana to go ahead and get rejected down here and then come back down, retesting the zone at 73, which would be actually very bullish for the market. So like if you are looking to go ahead and short Solana, a good entry point, I would go ahead and wait for Solana to reach 104 and then short from there with a take profit around these areas down here. And for a stop loss, I would go ahead and put a stop loss around, I would say around 110. So you enter at around let's say give or take, you enter around 1.5, 1.6, and you put a stop loss, if you can, a little bit over 110, 111. If you can, ideally 111, that'd be good. Just due to the fact because we will probably see giant wicks trying to retest that area of resistance before it gets rejected. So that's what I would be on the lookout for. Or what you could go ahead and do typically is wait for it to retest that 104, see how it reacts, and if it falls under, then enter a short right here and then just ride the wave all the way down. If you are thinking this thing's going to continue to go long, which you could actually long this market too and still make money. You open a long right now, you long the market to 104, close your position, take profits, reverse it, open up a short, and now you're making money both ways. So if you were to go ahead and open a long, I would say if we do go ahead and get rejected at the 104, that's where you definitely would want to go ahead and close your trade. Not financial advice, but I do believe we will be having some sort of area of resistance around here because we did struggle in that area for about 5 days. So do expect, in my opinion, for Solana to probably do something like this and then come back down to the $74 area. And the problem is, as I mentioned, is when supports are not established like this, it's very, 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 very bearish. And I've been saying that since Solana has been pumping high and high and high and high and high, and everybody was thinking Solana was going to hit $500. I told you that as soon as we go ahead and get some sort of correction, since no area of support has been established, it's going to be so much easier for us to come back down and literally lose all that momentum that we gained because everybody was super, super bullish, right? I do believe a lot of these dips will be bought out though. So that's pretty much my technical analysis for Solana. You could even go ahead and zoom out on the smaller time frames, and we're already seeing the 103, 104 area getting rejected. So it seems like it might go down. And obviously we do have the DXY that slowly had a reversal yesterday. I don't know how it's doing today. Yep, look at that. Look at the DXY on that. I believe I also ended up posting this on my chat, on my Discord, and on my Twitter. So if you have not joined my Twitter or my Discord, definitely go ahead and join my Discord on my channel link. I'll probably go ahead and post a link down below right now, but look at the freaking DXY, dude. This is freaking insane. The DXY pumped all the way to that area of resistance back to the area of support. So as long as the DXY continues to hold this zone right here, chat, I do believe that we will continue to go ahead and see more bearishness in the crypto market, in my opinion, and I do believe we will be breaking past the 107. So just keep your eyes out on this. Our price target for DXY would be, our main focus would be the 104. If we do break past the 104, best believe 107 is around the corner, and we will be having some sort of correction in the market. What we've been waiting for, we're obviously seeing the Dow Jones also now correcting. We're also now seeing the US 100, which is the NASDAQ, I believe, SPX. We're seeing all these, the whole entire stock market correct right now, right? As we expected. Not a surprise. You shouldn't be surprised if you are, if you've been subscribed to this channel, you've been following with the daily TA that I do, none of this should have surprised you whatsoever. It was a liquidity grab out of nowhere, 100%, but we also had the liquidity grab right here where there was a short squeeze, and now it looks like the bears and the bulls are battling with one another. So now we're going to go ahead and see where things go moving forward. I will go ahead and do some TA on Bitcoin right now, but let me go ahead and read some comments, and please go ahead and comment down the smart contract if you want to go ahead and show any projects. So let's go ahead and read some comments right now. Chat's loading up for me. Bitcoin to $2. How's it going, Billy? Yeah, Billy posted the freaking link. How's it going, Glenn? Billy posted the Discord link down below. Go ahead and join the Decentralized Titans, bro. I didn't even see you, Billy. Join. Welcome, Billy. My bad, man. I was like literally looking for you and I didn't see you. But yeah, man. I mean, Billy and I have been talking about this for a while. I think I've been probably the most bearish person since November, and even though the markets were rallying, I was warning everybody about what we were going to be seeing. And it's finally happening, right? Is it going to continue to hold? Who knows? That's a great question. No one knows in reality what's going to happen. Maybe this was a liquidity grab for the bulls and then the bears. You know what I mean? That's just really how the market works. So we're going to go ahead and see. Apparently today there's a Fed meeting or some Fed minutes. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. Apparently there's a Fed talk today. I don't know what time the Fed meeting is today, but it's probably going to be quite bearish. No, they'll probably say they're going to cut interest rates or something like that, which we all expected, right? Yeah, I like how they have like these. Okay, here we have. Is it this? We have posted the minutes from the FOMC meeting held December 12th of the 13th. What can we expect from this? Let's see. I don't remember this. Maybe there was. I can't remember too well. Yeah, I don't know. So I know something's going on today. I don't know what's going on. I have to go ahead and make sure what's going on with that. But we still have a lot of people being, bullish. I'm sure the ETF will go ahead and get approved. There's no doubt that the markets will get approved. But I think anybody that has common sense, not trying to offend anybody, but anybody that has common sense of how, the whole power of crypto and blockchain technology and what's actually really going on, you understand that, having an ETF, Bitcoin, is actually quite bearish. I know a lot of people will talk about, oh, dude, Bitcoin is going to go to 1 million because we have an ETF and all of this. But as I've been mentioning, we are going to be seeing a dollar collapse, and we are going to see a lot of these currencies globally collapse. And once the dollar does collapse, it's going to go ahead and have a whole entire economical freaking collapse worldwide, right? If we're not already seeing one. The only thing that's propping up the dollar right now is literally just wars. That's really what's the only thing that's inflating the dollar at the moment. But the true value behind it's really no value anymore. And there's going to be a point where the stock market, collapses. There's going to be a point where the DXY collapses, and that's definitely going to be a global thing, right? And this is the reason why they're preparing for a Bitcoin ETF, is because institutional money wants to go ahead and be involved. So when that collapse does happen, they have somewhere where to put the money, right? And what people don't understand is that if you really understand what's the plan of the Federal Reserve, and it's to go ahead and own everything, you should understand that them having access to Bitcoin could be quite a bearish thing if you really do want to have some sort of freedom, which I don't believe we have anymore to begin with. But that just means there's going to be more manipulation and more control in the market, right? So with that being said, expect the markets to be more manipulated, more volatile, and more freaking controlled in the next coming years as soon as this ETF gets approved. This is the reason why I'm quite bearish. For anybody that understands the true power of decentralization, will understand that having a Bitcoin ETF is not bullish whatsoever. But I guess people just really don't understand how any of that works, right? And most people don't understand how, basics in ecom really works, and it's a problem. When something's supposed to be decentralized and an entity comes in and tries to have a monopoly controlled, it kind of defeats the purpose of decentralized and being in a decentralized finance protocol, if you want to call it, right? And that's where I kind of see where we're at, is that if the dollar is going to collapse and these other entities are looking to go ahead and jump into another currency that they could control, it kind of defeats the purpose of that currency, right? So maybe that's when it is a hedge against inflation. But for anybody saying that Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation, completely does not understand what they're talking about, because it's quite clear that Bitcoin is not a hedge against inflation. I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to understand that, but as I mentioned, most people don't question any of this. They just go in with the normies. They usually just go along with other people's opinions, and they don't question any of this, right? And this is kind of the reason why we're at the levels that we're at right now. So don't be surprised if Bitcoin does have a dump. It will be bullish for the altcoins. I do believe temporary altcoins will go ahead and follow with a dump if they do lose a lot of areas of support. Right now we are seeing Bitcoin, lose 2 major area of supports. We could go ahead and say that now we are approaching this third level of support. If we do go ahead and lose this area of support right here with Bitcoin at $40,000, do expect Bitcoin to come back down to around $36,000. Let's go ahead and see what actually happens. But also don't be surprised if we do see a massive fake out where this thing just reverses tomorrow. That's just the reality of the market, right? So the only people that should really be concerned about these price targets short term are people that are trading these markets, especially with leverage. It will go ahead and get wrecked. If you're just dollar cost averaging and just buying in, you shouldn't be concerned whatsoever, because long term we are bullish. 2024, 2025, I do believe it's going to be bullish. And I've been mentioning, when these dips do happen in the market, make sure to go ahead and buy the dips. Not financial advice, but make sure to go ahead and load up, because long term we are bullish in Bitcoin, regardless of what anybody says and regardless of how bearish I am in the markets. If we do go ahead and get that 30% correction, we could be expecting Bitcoin at around $31,000, and I think that'd be really, really juicy. And I definitely will be loading up a long position when Bitcoin starts approaching the levels at around $31,000. So there's a lot of more positive in the market, but I do think that once we do continue to have some sort of dumping in the market, it is going to overreact a little bit. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden we do have a major reversal in the market where the market finally finds its top. The market's kind of dumping. We're seeing Solana take massive dips. So we see Solana go from 90 to 60. So many people are going to be so bearish, but you and I are going to be bullish, right? So this is the warning that I've been warning everybody about. So just be aware that if it does dump, if it does continue to dump, just buy the dips, dollar cost average. If you're looking to go ahead and short this market, just get ready to have some money ready, because if we do start losing these major area supports, a lot of these freaking tokens, a lot of these, not Solana tokens, but a lot of these altcoins are going to be losing support as well, which we could be expecting a major, what is it called? Not rejection, but a major retracement in the market. And we're actually seeing also Ethereum do that as well. I mean, like literally look at this freaking liquidity grab, dude. It was at this area of support and it just literally lost it. And this is what happens when we have a lot of greed in the market. This is exactly what happens when too many people are bullish. And this is the reason why I've been bearish, right? You want to do quite the opposite. When people are bullish, be bearish, and vice versa. Welcome everybody that's tuning in. The cat narrative, meme coins. Cat narratives would explode and catch up. That's why I'm heavily invested in the cat token. What's up, Piff Daddy? How's it going? I just keep buying the dips. This morning I bought up a bunch of things. What I should have bought was more Maker. That is the only coin I have that ended up higher after the crash this morning. I just wish I funded my broker account when it was at 45.5K. Yeah, man, congrats on that dip buying, man. And as I mentioned, it shouldn't be no surprise to any of us, right? I've been giving out this warning for a while. Is this the last freaking correction? I don't know. I don't want to hear it either. I don't want anybody to come back to me and be like, hey, John, like this thing happened and I completely sold all my bags, all my positions because you put a warning title on your freaking YouTube video and it scared me. No, I don't know where these markets are going to go. No one knows. But as I've been mentioning, DXY, showing areas of reversal, Dow Jones, the NASDAQ. What more information do you freaking need from me, bro? like really, like what more can I go ahead and provide you for you to not be bullish? Like I'm giving you the reasons why we should be worried, why we should be concerned, why we should be aware of some sort of correction. So when a correction, just like we had today happen, it's not to be too big of a surprise, and you just buy the dips because you understand what's going on in the market. You're not getting hyped up by everybody talking about Bitcoin going to 1 million. The ETF is going to change our lives. Just best bet that the ETF is not here to change our lives. It's not here to do that. Big money's not here to do that, bro. Just keep that in mind. They're here to go ahead and make sure they make more money, and whatever that takes, whether it's wrecking the market, shorting the market, dumping the market, longing the market, they're going to go ahead and do it. So just expect more manipulation moving forward. You know, I'm a very positive person, but I believe we should also not be overly optimistic. And I think finally now I've been seeing a little bit more videos these last couple weeks and days of people being actually quite more bearish than bullish, right? And it's actually better, right? Because more people are misinformed. And as long as you look at what I'm telling you, don't overthink it. If your dollar cost averaging, you shouldn't worry about anything that I'm saying. Just be aware of it, right? Because now you're not going to be the next headless chicken running around without its head trying to figure out what's going on while you see Bitcoin retrace from freaking $40-something thousand down to $32,000, and you think the market's going to be ending because some other influencer said we've reached the top, when it's going to be just a retracement in order to go for a higher high, right? So you don't want to be that person. So make sure you take a look at these freaking markets that I'm telling you, the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, the DXY, and just Bitcoin, bro. It's really simple. People overcomplicate what's really going on. But as long as you take a look at the DXY, I know it's really, really repetitive. It's really boring stuff. It's not sexy at all to go ahead and sit here and talk about freaking interest rates and freaking Bitcoin dominance and what Bitcoin is doing and how the dollar is reacting. But this is how we have an edge in the market, right? Can the DXY freaking get rejected right here at the 102, come back down? Can the DXY just fall back down right here? Yes, 100%. What would that cause? That would cause probably $48,000 Bitcoin. That's what would happen if the DXY dumps from here. If the DXY continues to go up, we could be seeing some sort of correction in the market, which we've all been waiting for. And it's the same thing with the stock market. The stock market is currently over freaking priced, bro. Look at the RSI. Can we go ahead and have a small little retracement for a few 2-3 days and then have a major pullback with a major bounce? 100% could happen. But just be aware that we're literally on a ticking time bomb right now. This thing could literally just fall. Stock market corrects, Bitcoin corrects all the way down to 32,000, 36,000. The DXY literally just pumps like freaking crazy. And then literally everybody that made money these last couple months, wipe it all out, because they were very, very bullish, thinking that a lot of these coins were going to continue to pump. In reality, when you should be paying attention to the factors that actually move the market, which is the DXY, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. And you're good. That's how you'll be able to understand what's going on with the market. Piff Daddy says, yeah, like I said in Discord, I bought back most of my soul at the same price I sold it for. I'm good. I just bought Cosmos, Celestia, Injective for staking and airdrop farming. That's really good, bro. Congrats. So he did really good. See, Piff Daddy did really good, man. He remembered when I did that warning. I said, whenever a dump comes in, just buy the dips. It's really that simple. If you're looking at hold on to your positions long term, just buy the dips. If you're looking to go ahead and day trade, like some of you do day trade, just be concerned of the areas that I talk about. That if you're holding long term, you shouldn't be worried about anything that I say. But you should definitely be aware, because if you're not aware, you're going to be caught by surprise. And I don't want a lot of you buying Solana. I heard a lot of people going in Solana all in at like $100 and something, and I told a lot of people, don't do it. Don't do it. Hopefully a lot of people didn't go all in at Solana at over $100, but if it doesn't recover, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck a lot. And hopefully you are okay and you're prepared to go ahead and hold your backs for a 30 to 40% retracement on a lot of these altcoins. That's why I always say only invest in where you're willing to lose, and most importantly, only buy in what you believe in. Right? Don't chase the hype. Once you see a lot of hype, that's the time you want to not invest. If you hear a lot of people talking about a certain token or talking about something, you don't want to do it. When you hear everybody talk about Bonk, you don't buy it. When you hear everybody talk about Pepe, you don't buy it. You want to do it before it happens. So let's go ahead. We're going to end the video quite early today, unless anybody continues to go ahead and ask any more questions. Go ahead and comment them down below. As I mentioned, these videos are mostly for anybody that is meme coin trading. I know a lot of you are meme coin trading, and when we have massive dumps like this, it could really wreck you 100%, right? So it's definitely something you have to go ahead and be aware of. You're trading these markets. The only traders are the ones that are going to get affected. If you're just dollar cost averaging every day and you're just keeping up with the news, now you're 20 steps ahead of the freaking herd, right? So when something does happen like we had today, you're not panicking and scared. That's why, seeing the markets dump to where they're at right now, it's no surprise to me, because we've been getting the red signs. It's like driving your car and having the check engine on, and then one day your freaking car just stops working or the engine blows up. Are you going to be surprised when you have been getting that warning literally every freaking day for the past month and a half? You won't, right? You're like, oh snap, finally it freaking happened. About time that my engine just freaking gave up. And that's kind of like what we've been in the market, where we've been in a very ticking time bomb that we're needed for a correction, but it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. And that's what I want all of you to understand. Not because we're needed for a correction, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Remember that. Not because it's needed, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. So even though we need a correction, Bitcoin realistically could just go ahead and pump to $60,000. That's the reality of the world, and that's why I don't like doing no freaking short-term predictions. I like just going on with daily predictions, and I just stick to neutral. Be neutral, positive and negative. I don't freaking know, dude. I don't know where the market's gonna go. What I could tell you is that the market long-term in 2024 to 2025, it's gonna go up a lot. That's the only thing that I could tell you. But besides, is Bonk gonna go to 20 billion market cap? Is Pepe gonna come back? Is it gonna do a 40x? I don't know. Nobody knows. So with that being said, yeah, just don't be surprised with what the market brings us. As always, go ahead and support the channel by using my links down below. If you want to go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at ALTCOINJohn. Feel free to DM me, message me on there. And as well, Discord link is going to be posted right now with someone in the mod. If you could go ahead and help us out, please. We give out a lot of alpha there, so don't be too concerned in the market. Just buy the dips, as I mentioned. I know I'm repeating myself, but I don't want anybody to freak out. Buy the dips, dollar cost average, and that's it. I probably wouldn't be longing or shorting this market right now until I get a confirmation, but I just gave you both bullish and bearish scenarios if you were looking to go ahead and long and short this market, both entries, stop losses, and yeah, so that should be more than enough. Let's go ahead and see this. Good move, Piff Daddy. We already got dim airdrop yesterday, and there's so much more to come this year. Don't forget about osmosis. I got credit from staking that as well. What is osmosis? Billy says, no bro, no questions from me. Slow day in the market. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm in osmosis. Do you know when Din did their snapshot? I'm going to look at osmosis right now. I don't know what osmosis is, but we're going to go ahead and look at osmosis. And for everybody tuning in right now, just go ahead and smash that like button for me, please. That's one of the best ways to go ahead and help support the channel. And as I always mention, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing today if it wasn't for any of your guys' help, really making my dreams come true. So I really do appreciate it, and a lot of more content is going to be coming in this year. What is osmosis? Am I spelling it wrong? Yeah, I think I am. I want to see what osmosis is. All right, so let's look at osmosis. Let's see what this is, because that brought my interest, honestly. Glenn says, don't worry about it, John. You were ignoring me when I was talking about Cosmos ecosystem airdrops. I don't remember that, bro. I really don't remember that. When were you saying that? Interchain liquidity lab, osmosis. Interchain DEX. What does that mean, interchain DEX? Interesting. What is the percentages they're offering on the pools? Damn. Osmosis and USDC, they're offering 141 APR. That's freaking insane. TIA 258. Nice. I like this. Yeah, I don't remember you telling me anything about osmosis. You probably did, but I have a pretty bad memory, so wouldn't blame you. It's based on Cosmos. Really? I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that. Yeah, we're going to be diversifying a lot this year, dude. Like starting this year moving forward, I'm going to kind of step away from meme coin trading, and I'm going to focus more on the DeFi ecosystem. I'm going to focus more on just stacking up my bags, dollar cost averaging, because I do believe we will be seeing a lot of volatility this year. A lot of freaking volatility. So what we're seeing now, don't be surprised. We're going to see a lot of those massive pumps and dumps in crypto, especially massive freaking volatility. So with that being said, that means there's going to be a lot of people getting wrecked. So my strategy moving forward is I'm going to mostly have a lot of my money on spot, mostly cash ready. And then I'm going to focus on DeFi and maybe have a few Solana NFTs just to be exposed to Solana, right? But besides that, I think I'm gonna be focusing more on just stacking my bags, dollar cost averaging, more spot trading if you want to call it. And then leverage trading, I would only go ahead and do it when there's positions that the market presents us, like we had yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty good opportunity to go short. And even if you wanted to go long, you still could have had a very minimal risk exposure. Same thing with going short. Like there was a higher probability of you making money going both ways, right? If you wanted to go short, short. If you wanted to go short, if you were going long, you could have still made money both ways. The same like what we're seeing right now in the market, right? The market dumped. Shorts made some money, and now you're able to long the market and then re-short the market again. So now you're making what a 10% was. You're going to be making a 20% because you longed the market on the reversal pullback, and then now you're shorting the market as it hits the top, right? So you're making a 20% return, which it's actually not bad if you could do that consistently. So unless we were able to get situations like that in the market, that's where I would go ahead and consider leverage trading. But moving forward, I'm just going to go ahead and stick to spot trading and holding on to like very low cap altcoins. I guess you could almost consider them as meme tokens, but focusing more on the metaverse too. I think that's going to be the space, but mostly DeFi. I think DeFi is where we should be more exposed to, because as soon as this market does continue to pump, we will go ahead and see a lot of these DeFi tokens pump like crazy too. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I think one that I'm very bullish on is Bake token. This thing has pumped a lot and has dumped a lot, like literally pumped as high as we see it high as $6, and currently right now is at 39 cents. So I'm really bullish on this. This is like a pancake swap, and usually dexes are really freaking good when it comes to buying these kind of tokens before the market pumps. So once we do have this bull run confirmed, which I believe it's going to be either once Bitcoin retraces or once Bitcoin makes a new previous all-time high or close to an all-time high, that's when we're going to have a lot of more DeFi money being inflated, which will be really good right now for staking. It'll be really good to be getting ready to buy a lot of these DeFi tokens, in my opinion. So Piff Daddy says, I heard you yesterday about your TA strategies and DXY. Appreciate that. I just set up my trading desk and I'm getting into this big. I'm definitely into debt leverage trading, but more so Forex, Gold, NAS 100, because the spread is way too much on crypto. So an ADA isn't bad though, so I trade those too. Yeah, I heard those are pretty good to trade, bro. I've tried Forex before in the past. I just couldn't do it. So shout out to you on that. Forex, I hear a lot of people say Forex is a lot harder than crypto. So you're definitely knowledgeable in that area. And I definitely do believe you're going to make a lot of money in the crypto space as well. So welcome. And as always, as I always mention, make sure to go ahead and support the channel by using my links down below. BingX is a leverage trading platform. Is also spot trading if you want. They are offering bonuses just to go ahead and sign up. It does support the channel. No KYC. And the same thing with MEXC is no KYC. Bybit is a KYC platform. And then if you need a VPN for, you know, whatever reasons, you know, you always need some sort of safety in crypto, here's a VPN. But I am in talks with a few other exchanges to go ahead and offer no KYC for a lot of people. And for those that do require KYC, just use your typical exchanges. But it's really good to go ahead and be diversified, especially in this space. Don't put all your money into these exchanges. But with that being said, chat, I will go ahead and keep all of you updated. Unless we have a major correction later on today or a major pump, I will go ahead and do another live stream. I really do appreciate every one of you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as I always, I can't even freaking speak right now, bro. As I always freaking mention, make sure to not overreact with any of the news that we get, right? Like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. Decentralized Titans, where you can get a lot of alpha from Glenn, Billy, Blockchain, Tillery, Dabmaster, and you could actually chat with me directly. You know what I mean? You could literally reach out to me, dude. I'm not hard to reach. Reach out to me on Twitter, reach out to me on Discord, and we could literally freaking have a conversation there. So feel free to go ahead and reach out. There's even some of you that I freaking play Fortnite with, so that happens once in a while. But you know, I am human too. So my goal is to go ahead and have a real connection with my community. So a lot of you that do tune in really means a lot. Trust me, I take this very, very serious, and I really do appreciate everybody's support. Pip Daddy says, thanks John and Glenn, I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you. Later Billy, I'll see you soon, my guy.